We're talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Episode 16. Cue the intro. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. We're here to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Episode 16. Let's get right into it. So the episode starts off with Coulson sitting in his room in the Hydra base. It's where we last left him at, with General Hell put him back in his room. And basically Hell took away his cot. He ain't got nowhere to sleep on. He took away his chair. He don't have nowhere to sit. And she took away his Captain Crunch. And what, in Coulson's words, that was the worst thing she could have did, was took away his Captain Crunch. So Hell is basically wanting Crusher Creel, Carl Creel, to, he can touch objects and become the density of that object. So he can touch granite and his body can become granite. He can touch metal and his body can become metal. He can touch C4 and his body can become C4. But she wants him to touch gravitonium and fuse gravitonium based on what his powers can do. He put his hand in it and a hand grabbed him. It was the hand of Franklin Hall, the same man that got fused with the gravitonium back in, I think, season 1 or season 2, whatever season that was. We get back to Yo-Yo. She has her Captain America puncher bag scene because now she has her new robot arms. We get to Deke having a conversation with his granddad. Having a conversation with Fitz, because that's his grandson. Daisy is now showing her stance as being in charge of Director S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's like she's just a little bit too much this week. It was kind of aggravating to me. That's just me. It's just me, but it was really aggravating how extra she was being with everything. She still wants Fitz to stay locked up, but Gemma feels that Fitz is needed because now they're trying to find this Hydra weapon so that they can prevent Hydra from infusing people with other powers. Hell is trying to find the infuser as well as S.H.I.E.L.D. Daisy is about to go off to find Robin to get answers. Now we're starting to get to the point where everything is starting to come together for the stuff that we saw in the future when we're getting those flashbacks. Creel is now having thoughts of the gravitonium scientist since he touched it. General Hell has let her hair down, literally wanting Creel to test gravitonium again. She has literally let her hair down. She's a pretty lady. Daisy went to go get Robin, and Robin is really down and has been down for days. We get Strucker's son. He's working on finding out about the infuser, trying to see how it works, looking at his dad's old memos, trying to get that information. Strucker says he's going to make sure that Ruby is the one who gets these powers from this device. Yo-Yo went to Mac to ask him to let Fitz out to get more info about the weapon. And Mac says that Fitz stays where he is. He's following orders on the Daisy, and he feels the same way that Daisy does. Creel ended up breaking out of his room to go see Coulson. He says that the gravitonium was telling him that Coulson needed to die. And again, that's Franklin Hall speaking through the gravitonium that Creel touched. So Coulson told Creel about Talbot, and he didn't know. So now Creel took Coulson to go see and go find out. Creel basically was up under Talbot. He was well respected, and Creel was like, okay, look, if this ain't true, I'm gonna break your body. I'm gonna go ahead and just take you out. But I respect Talbot, so let's go see what's going on. Coulson and Creel found Talbot's cell, and they ended up getting him out. Gemma came up with a way to convince Mac to let Fitz out by pouring 4 glasses, 3 with water and 1 with an acid. She ended up drinking the acid that we knew of and got sick. And of course, it was a trick. It fooled me. It really did. Excuse me. Mac ended up letting Fitz out because Fitz knew how to save her, but Yo-Yo hurried up and locked Mac in the cell. So Gemma had these 3 glasses. They were on the table. 3 were water and 1 was actually acid. Yo-Yo swirled them around to get them out of order. And then she started picking one randomly. And as the closer she got, Max started tripping like, look, you need to stop this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to stop. You're going to end up killing yourself. And that's how they tricked. She faked as if she had ingested the acid. And because they knew Fitz knew how to save her, and they didn't tell Fitz either. So Fitz was spazzing out like, oh, no, what's going on? And he was like, you could have gave me a heads up or something. But that's how they got Mac and tricked him into that. We go back to Robin on the Zephyr with May, and Robin said that Coulson could put the pieces back together. She then said that Coulson is going to die. I mean, this is something that we already knew. This is something that Yo-Yo told us when we were in the future. And May said that they can save him, even though Yo-Yo said when you go try to save Coulson, that's when everything's going to fall apart. So Robin has a picture of Coulson in a place near some mountains. Creel and Talbot and Coulson are basically now working to escape from the Hydra base. Yo-Yo, Fitz, and Simmons go to find the weapon, and we go back to Strucker and Ruby. The buzzer goes off, and Hale tells Ruby to go get them, but leave Creel alive. So she's like, kill Coulson, kill Talbot, but do not kill Creel, because she wants to continue to experiment on him with the gravitonium. The robot guards attack them, and one of them punches Coulson in the chest, and he goes out black completely. And it's like, okay, he dead now, because he punched him straight in the chest in the spot where Loki stabbed him. Creel revives Coulson by conducting electricity from one of the robot guards. We go back to Robin, and Robin's mom tells May that she knows she's not in the pictures that Robin has been drawing lately, and that she wants her to take care of Robin. May tells her, look, that's not going to happen. Now, here, everybody in their own way is trying to change the events of what happens in the future that they saw. Back at the Hydra base, Ruby catches up to them, and Creel tells them to run, and he'll fight Ruby. Coulson and Talbot escape using an alien transporter that they were transporting themselves to go into space to see the Confederacy with. Ruby and Creel fight, and Ruby was getting her behind handed to her by Creel, and Hale walked in and told her to stop. Ruby still threw her weapon, but Creel had a wood handle in his hand, and it just went into his chest because he changed himself to wood. Hale told Ruby that she needs to go get them. We go to 4 years ago with Raina and Ian Quinn. Now let's get some what's the word I'm looking for? Let's get some sense to who we're talking about, Raina and Ian Quinn. So Raina was one of the people that became an Inhuman along with Daisy when they both went through Terrigenesis. And she was able to see stuff in the future, but she was scaly. She had all the scales and stuff, so she didn't come out too pretty. Ian Quinn was the guy that was spearheading the gravitonium research. He was the guy that had all the money. They were on a truck with the gravitonium, and Quinn said he never wanted to deal with Hydra. He just wanted gravitonium. Rather than said, no, the gravitonium wanted you. She opened the case, and the gravitonium spread out and took Ian Quinn inside. Earlier, Creel said, can't you hear them arguing? And he was talking about Quinn and Franklin Hall that are both inside of the gravitonium that we know now. So the question is, who was in the picture that Ruby drew of Coulson? Ruby drew a picture, not Ruby, but Robin. Get that? So you start adding more people with the same sound and name, it gets confusing. So Robin drew a picture that was a picture of Coulson, and there was a picture of a black-haired figure. So is that the gravitonium incarnate of Franklin and Ian Quinn? Was that Coulson and Quinn? Was that Coulson and the scientists? Or was that Coulson and Talbot out there in the snow? Because now we know that they have been transported to somewhere and there's some mountains and some snow. So let me know what you guys thought about this most recent episode in the comments below, whether you watch this on YouTube or Facebook. We have a new sponsor here at Fandoms Anonymous called Endless Teas. Go check out their page. Their website is in the description below. And we'll see you guys in another video.